everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel. Alberta is trying to amend its Bill of Rights, but before I get into this, I would invite you to please like the video, share the video with your friends, comment on the video with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. And with that being said, let's get into this. I was perusing the news this morning, as I am wont to do, and I saw a bunch of stories from both sides of the political spectrum talking about Alberta and its wish to amend its Bill of Rights to prevent anybody from being forced into medical care, specifically vaccines, if they do not consent to it. Now, if you've been a subscriber of mine for any length of time, you would know that I lost my sight because I was exposed to an unvaccinated child before I was able to be vaccinated. They were sick with the measles. I got sick with the measles, and it triggered a whole viral cascade that caused me to lose my sight. So, vaccines are a sticking point with me. But I do not agree. I did not agree with the way the COVID vaccine was deployed. I did not agree with the way the government provided information about the deployment of the vaccine, about how it was made, about the pandemic itself. The government completely botched the handling of the COVID pandemic. That's my thoughts on it. And this Bill 24, which is what it's called, is an amendment to the Bill of Rights that would basically prevent an employer from firing you or forcing you at threat of firing to be vaccinated if you don't want to. Now, there is still an act in like the Alberta Health Act and the communicable diseases part of that, where it does state that daycare workers and healthcare workers need to be immunized. But this bill is so vague, and it's kind of a weird catch-all bill, because not only does it have to do with vaccines and coercion of medical care, they're ham-fisting gun rights and property ownership at the same point. And it's a very strangely worded bill from what I can gather from my perusal of the news. There are law professors that are warning that this could cause a very big problem in the Alberta Supreme Court because it is so vaguely worded that it could cause a lot of public issues, and it could trickle down into the private sector, because this is only supposed to affect public employers or services and things that are funded by the government, like police, municipalities, things of that nature. But it could also have a trickle-down effect into the private sector. That's what these law professors are warning. So this is something to keep an eye out as the Alberta fall session gets into the swing of things. I don't know how I feel about it, because on one hand, I fully believe in people having the ability to make informed decisions for themselves and to, have their own autonomy. But at the same time, I understand that we live in a society of social beings, and there are some sacrifices that we have to make as living in that society, and some of those sacrifices include getting a needle in your arm sometimes. Now, do I go out and get the flu shot every year, and have I gotten any more COVID shots? No. But do I have and do my children have all of their like basic childhood immunizations like tetanus and measles and hepatitis and all that? Yeah, because that is the price you pay for living in a public society. That's like you are a carrier of diseases and other people are a carrier of diseases, and it just helps everybody if we vaccinate against the things that we can't. That's just what it is. Do I believe the government should get involved in this? But behind, like, short of just saying, we live in a public society, so we need to have public, like, if you're in a public school, you need to be immunized and all that. Short of that, do I want the government involved in my medical treatment? No. It's a very hard subject to talk about because, on one hand, yes, we do deserve medical autonomy, but on the other hand, there are some sacrifices you have to make when you live in a society. And being vaccinated against your basic illnesses is one of those things. I don't think we need to be like glass bubble people and vaccinate against every single thing that happens. Then we won't have any immunity. But I don't know how I feel about this bill. What do you guys think? Is there anybody in Alberta that watches me that could provide some information from actual Albertans and how they feel about this? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.